Phil Morton. Phil Morton from
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the first round of the AEBF Masters Singles Championship. The first round, all matches are a race to 4, which is the best of 7. All matches are to be live scored on an electronic device. There is a limited supply of tablets here. You can come here and get a tablet, or you can use your own device. The pins will be on the match sheets. It is a requirement that the matches are live scored and paper slips will not be accepted as a result. Each match will start with a lag for break. I will call out the matches now for all available tables. Once you're called, please collect your match slip and device if you need a device and proceed to your table. Thank you. On table 1, Jimmy Cersei, Damien Smith. On table 2, Vic Marcello, Phil Morton, table 2. On table 4, Terry Adams, Don Colbert, table 4. On table 5, Adrian Lancaster, Tony Kostov, table 5. On table 6, Steve Hale, Darren Mahoney, table 6.
Come on, Stevie.
On table 8, John Russell, Dave Eglin, table 8.
Where are you?
On table 11, Brett Rogers, Alec Evreniadis, table 11. On table 12, Wayne Stubbs, Wayne Frank, table 12. On table 13, Neil Whitbread, Lee Rashow, table 13. On table 14, Eric Matthews, John Anderson, table 14. On table 15, Chris Snare, Graham John Pagden, table 15. On table 16, Jeff Peters, Les Ali.
Hello. Oh, well, that was me on my seat. I still won on. That was the ball where he missed.
On table 18, Darren Waite, Andy Ripley, table 18. On table 3, Peter Kennedy, Damien Ha, table 3. Good luck everybody and play well.
Players are reminded that the block warning is still in place. Those without umpires, can you respect the 40-second rule, please?
if I can work it out.
I still have a match slip here for table 18. Darren Waite versus Andy Ripley. Can someone please collect the match slip and a device if appropriate? Thank you.
No. About to beat me up.
All right, welcome back to the afternoon session. Andy Urquhart here. Changed commentary with Barry Wakefield. Welcome, Baz.
Welcome. How are you?
Good, and yourself? How are you enjoying the atmosphere so far?
Yeah, it's been good. It's my first time I've been to a national, so yeah, it's been a good watch. And
you're going back today, I believe? Back to work?
Yeah, back to work, and then hopefully be back down for the finals.
Okay.
Most of the big teams have been going well, so should be back for the finals to watch them, hopefully.
Good. Well, the stream that we're covering today is actually one of your local boys, one of the boys that lives at Potters, Brett Rogers.
Yep.
Up against Alec Evreniadis. Alec's just played in the open singles and won his match there, so he should be playing pretty well.
Yeah, I saw he won that match. I'm not sure what the score was, but yeah, he's obviously be interesting to see how we get off at the beginning here. Obviously, Alex has had a sort of a warm-up match this morning playing in the Open. Brett kind of comes in a bit cold. There isn't really much practice time, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, well Brett was actually upstairs earlier this morning on the snooker tables having hits, so I saw him up there around about 9:30. So
what was that, playing snooker or playing pool?
He actually was on one of the pool tables. He might have had a little bit of a hit on one of the snooker tables beforehand.
Yeah,
so
I don't know if it's a great idea. Obviously, the ball weight difference and stuff. I know I just went up to the snooker room just before, and I was going to give Tanya a game, but decided not to. Just didn't want to get used to playing with a heavier ball.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think it's more for getting your eye in for the longer shots and everything like that. Certainly helps you a fair bit. So yeah, but anyway, it'll be interesting.
Well, we're getting underway.
Alec to break.
Pretty brutal first round match. I would have put Brett and Alec as two of the better players in this Masters field for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. Has it worked out on seeds or?
Not quite sure.
I'd imagine Alec must be a seed and Brett probably. Maybe Brett is the unseeded. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was just talking to a couple of the players before. Shannon Purcell. He was actually in the Open. He's actually on the top side of the bottom group, and when he saw that he was drawn there, he breathed a large sigh of relief because the quality of the players. And look, that's not to say the quality's not there through all the field, but certainly the top half was the stronger out of the two, which have seen some big scalps go. So it'll be interesting here. Double Wayne's on the other table there on the left-hand side. So Stubbs, he stepped up to open his account with the Reds, and meanwhile Brett's looking at the Reds here as well. And he started off very aggressively, as we know Brett will.
Yeah, and he's probably a bit unfortunate there. He's gone into the pack, and obviously he hasn't really left an easy red on. He might have the plant on into the centre, but it might not be the worst shot because he's got the yellows are quite covered up the top with that red near the top hole.
Yeah, yeah.
So he probably attacked this.
Look,
Brett's a fairly attacking player.
Yeah, look, it looks like he is playing the plant.
Yeah.
But Brett was, and that's a beautiful shot. That's
Yes.
that's promoted.
And
That
that should be frame one to Brett.
You'd pretty much think so.
Yeah.
You very rarely see Brett go into survival mode unless he's really up against it. So I really think he's going to come out here and he's probably of the mind that he needs to take these before Alex gets a chance.
Yeah, I've been watching, obviously, as you said, Brett's from Potters Pool Hall, which is our local, my local venue. And yeah, he's been putting a lot of time in. He's had a few big money matches this year against Andy Barnett and another one against
Shane Fell. Yeah.
So yeah, he's definitely been putting the time in the last 6 months.
Yeah, with Brett, I'm not sure whether he's actually a better player over a shorter race than he is a longer. He seems to.
I know he definitely likes playing longer races. Some of them ones at Potters were like raced to 31, and that was Brett's idea.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he plays massive sessions. Like I go down there and he'll be playing for like 6, 7, 8 hours on straight. To be honest, I struggled to concentrate for about an hour. But he likes playing long races.
Meanwhile, Stubbs let Wayne Frank to the table. Hasn't left himself much on at all. There's the big fella from Queensland. Those you don't know him, he's a hell of a character as well. He looks as mean as the worst, or as the meanest dog in the pack, but he's a bit of a softie. Yeah, he's cut that nicely, left himself very nice, but he's a little bit concerned about the position on if he actually does make this ball.
Yeah,
I'd actually cover this pocket down on the bottom right.
I agree. I think it's obviously there's a potential to pot this and go into the balls with a little bit of left-hand side, but I think it's a bit risky. If it doesn't come out well, all the reds are going to be in the open, and I think you would put this over the hole as well, which is what he's done. And
well, he's still left some clearance from, like obviously this red that's down near the bottom cushion is going to go inside there. Even the one that's out from that yellow looks like he might be able to. Wayne Stubbs will be able to take that off the knuckle there, but Stubbs' better discretion. He's tried to play safe.
yeah, he's just trying to keep
That cluster together, yeah.
the cluster, yeah.
Meanwhile, Denial, Brett Rogers, used to be the king, or egg.
Yep.
After last week, he's Denial. Did you hear about that?
No, I don't know. What's this about?
No, Jake was pumping him up. 2 weeks ago, Jake was pumping him up to say how big Brett Rogers was, and if the biggest river that he could think of was the Nile.
Okay.
Very wide and flows very quickly and things like that. So he's gone from being the River Nile to be in denial.
Yep.
So that's where that comes from. So his break there's come up dry. Alec's taken the yellows. Looks like they're all on. Black up the top. He should be able to run a fairly good transition here.
I reckon there's a few. He needs to play with a couple of good positional shots.
Yeah, look, certainly he's got a little bit of work to do, but there's none of them that are outrageous, and there's none that he actually has to try and clear. So, meanwhile, Stubbs will take this gently into the middle pocket. Whether he's got enough to cue over the top is another thing to run up and then bring that high red back into this middle right bag. So then he can run down to the others. I think he might be looking at doing that, so he should actually run this up the table a little bit. Yep, so he's got that into the middle. He's got a little bit of an angle on there. So he's got a couple of options, whether he plays it solid and into the pack and breaks them up, or maybe even screw across onto the left-hand rail and take the bottom ball inside the yellow. His only concern is probably that red that's nearly on the black spot there for him. That it goes into the left-hand middle, but I don't believe that it goes into the right middle. So
yeah, it does look a little bit tricky to get the white. What he's going to do? He's going to screw into this, or what he's going to do? I don't think he can fit through the gap without touching the red. Oh no, he did fit through easy.
Okay, so he's got this the high red into the middle, low red into the bottom right, and then the black probably into the middle as well. So Stubbsy should get the first win on the board here, I'd say. Yeah, nice screw back. So he's got all six pocket the black's going to go into. Meanwhile, Alec is making short of these yellows.
He's underhit that slightly.
Yeah, he probably has. He's got a lot of traffic to come through to try and get back onto that yellow in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs to play a good pace shot now to get back to get on this yellow into one of the centres, into the left centre.
Playing a lot of left-hand side there. He's probably lost a lot of control. He was playing massive left-hand side there.
Yeah, I think I would have actually tried to go in the others to get that yellow into the opposite centre of what he's actually, and try to cannon into the red just past the middle.
Yeah. So Barry just got a bit of a fright. The screen went black. So Brett's on everywhere here now. I don't. Brett'll go out here. You think? Yeah.
Yeah,
he's got no other.
definitely
He's got no other option. And
yeah, we'll be going for the out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it'll go against his natural grain to pull up here. He's not going to do that.
What's the race? Is this race to 4?
6.
Race to 6.
Yeah.
Okay. There was just the ladies was a race to 4 and the men's and masters race to 6.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry. This is the first round of the
race to 4. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. This is the first round's race to 4. Yeah. Yep. Second round tomorrow.
Ready?
Yeah, it's very, very well controlled here by Brett.
It's Brett can take these out. It's a great start. So first two frames in a race to 4s are,
particularly against Alec Evreniadis.
And Brett pretty much 2 opportunities, 2 outs.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So he's going to take him. So he's actually leading the singles stats in the Victorian Masters side this year. He's pretty high up there. So playing very well
because they've got a good lineup. I think they had a pretty bad day yesterday. The Masters side. They had a draw and their first loss.
Yeah.
But overall, I think they're going to be fairly difficult to beat. They've got a very strong side.
Given the start, given the start that Brett's got here, I don't see Alex.
That was a good shot.
Alex is going to have to start doing something pretty special, I think, to get over Brett Rogers here. Brett's just come out in a mongrel frame of mind, and he wants to. He hasn't been up here for a while. He hasn't been to the under the Victorian team for a couple of years, and it's good to see him back. And hopefully, for his sake, he can leave a fairly big mark on things. Meanwhile, Queensland Frank on reds. He's got one problem child on the red on the black. And unfortunately, he's missed that. And I would imagine Stubbs is probably going to go so far in this.
No, I think there's plenty of shots left in this one.
Yeah, there is, but he's probably not going to go. He's probably not going to go for the out unless he can actually open up that black. He's got a couple of the problem ball up in the top rail, but look, with Stubbs here, depending on the mood he's in, he's got the talent to do pretty much anything as well. So been around for a long time. He's won a lot of titles. He's taken home a good Victorian shirt this year. That's actually probably a good result because he can now stun off this, and then if he leaves himself right on that top cushion, he's going to have the angle to run around and take his last yellow maybe into the middle or up the top. And if he does, he's going to need to come back down the table.
So I'll just tell if this black could go under the red on the right-hand side, or underneath it.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I can't see from here, but
because if he gets on this yellow, he could at the right angle. He can run the white through to the cushion and play the black and off the red at the bottom. But it's hard to tell from this angle.
Yeah, look, he's going to get natural progression around for this last red into the left-hand middle pocket.
And that's not. Now he's probably going to have to go up the top with it.
Or he's going to go up the top and then screw into the black, and hopefully he's got a shot. But I'm still not liking that. I think he preferred to be higher, so then he actually
Oh, I'm sure that's what he was playing
Yeah,
for. Yeah,
yeah.
It was a hard shot to judge.
Yeah.
But if he pots this and goes into them,
No,
he
he's
could still a good chance. The red's going to move out the way and the black goes under the red.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Right, so he's going to take on the double.
Yep. Yeah, I suppose that's a pretty good percentage shot, really.
Yeah, yeah.
At least he gets a shot at it this way. It's kind of all or nothing, though. If he misses the double, he'd be fencing.
Oh, players at this level that very rarely miss these doubles. There you go, clean as a whistle.
Yep.
So Stubbsy takes a 2-zip advantage in there. Look, I don't think Stubbsy's going to be, no disrespect to Wayne Frank, but Stubbsy's, he should win this comfortably, I believe.
And you've got Brett's back at the table. And he's got a massive chance to go 3-0 up.
Okay, so just a matter of where and how now. He's got that many options. He can take that one that's in the middle up the table, clear these two out down the bottom.
I think he'll clear the two, this one over the hole and the one nearest to it first. Oh no, he's gone up. He's gone up.
Yeah, he's taking this one into the middle. This is actually not a bad way to go.
Yeah,
so
it's not a bad way to go.
all he needs to do is just play a soft stun. Then he's got that the red that's up the top of the black into the same corner. He's got his last ball will be down this bottom right hand corner, and he can pretty much do whatever he wants with the white to come around the table. Yep, that's beautifully played. Perfect position.
Yeah, it's just a matter of getting back from that final red to the black, which
Look,
as long as he gets a decent angle, should be pretty.
Well, if he lands on straight, well, he can run this around now. Run this around and take it back into the centre again.
Yes, Travis, well done, mate.
Yeah.
Yep, look,
bad.
Brett Rogers, this is going to be a, I mean, no disrespect to Brett, but this is a huge result for him.
That's
This
3 in a row
is
there.
absolutely great.
Yep.
And he hasn't been troubled. That's the thing. It doesn't look like he's been into any trouble whatsoever.
Oh, he
He's
hasn't.
been
I think like he has had the balls have come out nicely for him. He's had 3 opportunities, and each time you would be backing him to pot them. There hasn't been really any dead balls, obstacles. Just been basically good positional shot from one ball to the next ball.
Yeah. In the other matches that are going on, not on the stream, Chris Snare from New South Wales is playing against his captain, Johnny Padgen, and Johnny's up 1-zip. Donny Colbert, been around for a long, long time.
Oh, there you go.
Is 2-zip up over Terry Adams, and Tony Kostoff and Adrian Lancaster are 1-all. You can see the rest there, Barry. How's the rest of them going? I'll just run through the whole lot.
Sorry, mate. I didn't really hear what ones you said.
Jimmy Reen and Damien's.
Yeah, there's a few 0-0s there, so I'm assuming Dan just said they're probably not using the system.
Vic Marcello from Western Australia is 1-zip on Phil Morton. As I said, Johnny Padgen's up on Chris Snare. Jeff Peters and
Peter Kennedy 1-0 against Damien Haar. I'm not sure if you said that one or not.
So you can jump. You can
quite a few
jump.
0-0s.
Yeah, you can jump onto the AEBF website. Up the top, there's 3 little bars. Click on those, and then it'll open up to the seniors or the Masters Open, the Masters singles, and that'll bring you up the scorecard. As Barry said, there's a few of them that aren't using Pool Stat, so we're just going to have to rely on rumours around the room.
Okay, so we've got this next game. Alec's at the table, and he needs to win the last 4. It's been interesting that the sort of difference between the 2 matches. Brett and Alec's game's basically just been balls everywhere and out, where the other game's been clusters.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
a lot more tactical and harder out. Oh, well, there we go. Alec missed that, so Brett's got a massive opportunity to take this game out now.
Again, yeah.
Scott's probably just one ball down the rail, and yeah, from watching the games, I think they're quite they're going in pretty well down the rail. And they're pretty generous.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they're running very, very fast as well. It's.
So I've seen a few people knocking them in with pace, and it seems to be accepting it pretty easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Even that was
Yeah,
there.
I mean, that one he didn't really get like complete centre of the pocket, and it still dribbled in.
No, that's right. He's actually hit the rail on the way through, but only very slightly. So, but they are running very, very quickly. These are 4 brand new tables. It's still pretty warm in here. They haven't had the air conditioning on, so they're running a lot quicker than what they would be if it was a little bit cooler.
So Brett's playing this yellow inside this yellow at the top here. It's good white. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's missed that. He really hasn't given Alec a shot.
Yeah, that's the first ball he's missed, and probably the worst part about it for Brett is that he didn't just miss it; it's bounced out and hasn't stayed over the bag.
Yeah, yeah.
Where now Alec can get his reds underneath it.
Yeah, well, that's right. Alec's got
They
that.
would have done the same shot and
Yeah.
would have covered that hole, and Alec was probably still in a lot
Lot of pain. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
now-
it's a good result for Alec.
Yeah, now Alec should be taking these.
Now Alec should actually go out from here to get on the board. If he doesn't, at least he's going to close up this pocket, and so then Brett's got two that are
I
dead.
see him missing this. As I say, like on this table, I think they're going down the rail really nicely. Oh, he hit that bar. He hit that right into the cushion there.
That was not a.
No, I thought he might have rolled it a bit softer than that.
Yeah, so did I, because he had other balls on. He didn't need to play it that hard. And even if he had played it softer, at least he would have had control of that pocket, but he doesn't now. And the way Brett's potting...
Oh, wow.
Whoa!
Brett's had a lash at that. And he's
Oh,
going
no,
off.
that's... I was going to say, that's actually a sensational result, but no, last ball rolling has killed him.
Yeah.
That's generally the way, isn't it? Last ball rolling. All right, so Alec, if Alec's up to it, this is game over.
Yeah, 2 shots. Can't see him not getting these.
No.
Yeah, that was a bit of a
Yeah, and he's going to have
go for all or nothing.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, yeah.
Glory,
Yeah. Yeah.
glory out.
And look, it's not as if it's a tight match, so he can actually try something. You can try.
Oh, well, he's obviously faring well. And
Yeah.
rightly so. He hasn't missed anything. So
Yeah.
might miss one or that one and 2 balls this frame.
So Alex has got to try and finish up the table here, so I can see him screwing this back. So then he's got a little bit of angle on the red, so then he can bring the the white black down naturally for the.
He's still got 2 shots here.
Yeah, he still has, but I don't think he'd be happy with that.
No, I think he'll be fine, mate. I think he'll just. I
Yeah,
still think he can come down the table from there.
Yeah, well, he's playing a lot of bottom right. Yeah, that's a good shot. Meanwhile, Stubbs on the yellows over here, so he's going to take that one over the bag and try and release those 2. Actually, he's done pretty well there. He's kicked the black out, and what he's done is opened the other 2 back to come down into this bottom right. So
Yeah.
he's going to play some bottom onto the one in the middle,
Centre,
and then come up off the top table, finish up probably centre of the table, just left of it. Or he can just screw it back.
Oh, thought that's what you meant. You meant to go up and down.
Yeah. Look,
I think that was the better shot.
Yeah, look, it's obviously the better shot, but depending on if that was a Jake McCartney shot, he probably would have played it up and down.
Oh, I reckon he would have played the same shot.
But whatever the result, let's say.
I think it was pretty. It was pretty easy to just drift
Yeah.
that wide across to there.
Yeah. Some people would be tempted
I
to go
think
up the table.
it's easier to get I think it's easier to get the pace right going the way he went.
Oh yes, most certainly.
Or if you go up and down, let's just say the cushions bounces fast, soft, or then the white could go short or too far.
Yeah.
Just gonna screw this back, I think. A little bit of an angle. I don't know. There we go. Yeah, well, he had a bit more angle than we. At some point to get onto that one, and
He was actually trying to come down to this bottom red on the red on the bottom rail.
I still think that red passes that yellow on the
Yeah,
right-hand side.
yeah, it does there. Yeah. Yeah, so he's a little bit angry with himself. He actually got the kick on that yellow to stop him from transitioning down to this bottom red.
20 seconds.
Yeah, that's a good positional shot.
Yeah, he'll.
Yellow's in play.
And and this is where it's.
This is where it becomes a little bit tricky.
Yeah, he's got a couple of good positional shots to play in.
Look, if he can get as slight an angle as he possibly can on this one over on the right,
I
then
actually
he's.
think it's a better shot to go for the bottom one on the rail first. Oh no. Oh no, I don't reckon that's any good. And I think, he really had to get right in that gap to be able to get from that red
Yeah.
to the one on the rail.
Yeah,
Whether
he
he went
was-
for the one on the rail first, I think there was more of an area where he could play for the next shot to get onto
Yeah.
the remaining one.
But he was definitely looking, trying to get onto the red on the right-hand side.
Yeah. I just think
So-
it was hard to get from there to the next ball
Hmm.
unless he got it like perfectly in that gap.
Yeah, but then he's got the transition from the red over on the right-hand side onto the black, depending on where he finishes up. So, oh, look, that's a good result for
Yeah,
him.
let's cover the black up. That's probably, yeah, he'd be happy with that.
Yeah, very. So it's a matter to see whether the Iceman is still icy or whether he's melting. This is a huge shot for him, for Alec.
Yeah, I think Alec should try and just get the white up the other end of the table and force Brett into moving the red near the black.
Yeah.
Like keep him off the other ball
Oh, yeah.
and make him move
Yeah.
the red, and then all Alec's balls is right. Ball
Yeah,
beyond.
he's going to glance off this first yellow and kill the red.
20 seconds.
I think he's just going to play this soft. He's just going to play that. That is not a good result. The way he should, the way he
Yeah, 'cause
probably
now,
should.
now Brett's just going to play the red that's off the cushion on the cushion to a better position and just keep the black tied up.
Yep. Yeah, so Alec's definitely not giving himself any favours there. Meanwhile, Stubbs is on the yellows, and it looks like he's going to run the out here and go 4 zip up. That's a great result. Absolutely great result. He's jawed him on balls down here, which he's snookered him on anyway.
Yeah,
but,
I still think it's not going to make much difference. Alex is just going to hit this yellow.
Oh, yeah,
hole, leave Brett on this. Brett's going to be forced into playing the red, sitting on the black ball and open it up.
depending on yeah.
And he's no way snooking him, so he's made it even harder, even still.
Yeah.
Now I think Brett will probably just roll into this yellow.
Yeah.
I know he's coming out of it.
20 seconds.
Meanwhile, Stubbsy rolls his last yellow in, and let's see if there's a little fist pump from him.
I don't know. I thought that was. I don't think that was the right shot there, but.
Well done, Wayne Stubbs. 4 zip over Wayne Frank. Wayne, Mr. Frank, you can go to the bar, and I'm pretty sure Stubbs is going to go and buy himself a banana milkshake. He swears by him here. I think if he had the opportunity, he'd bath in them. It'd cost him a fair bit, but So what does Alec do here? That black is...
Alec's
that,
got 2 shots here. So
yeah, but...
He'll pot these 2 yellows and then he'll just use his 2 shots to just bring the black out.
So this yellow near the black must go into the centre.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably leave the white ball with a bit of angle so then he can actually cut the black over to this left-hand side pocket. Or no, he'll just come off. He'll just put the black off the right-hand rail.
Might be
and-
able to even pot this.
Yeah, look. Even if he's shy of the pocket with this, he's just going to run the black down over the top of the bag and finish it off from there.
Right, it was on.
Oh, well done.
Yep. Okay,
All
so
right.
it's
3-2.
3-2.
Yep.
Yeah, Brett's made a couple of mistakes in the last two frames.
Yeah. I see the Victoria president is in a commanding lead there over Terry Adams. Meanwhile, Tony Kostoff 2-1 down to Adrian Lancaster. Actually, I'm not quite sure who won that. That's they should be updating the scores there now. Meanwhile, we've got Vic Marcello there from Western Australia. Breaking.
Okay, we've got Brett to break. And it's a pretty decent break. The breaks have all been fairly open on in this match.
Yeah.
Every game's been balls all over the place.
Yeah, and as you said before, in contrast to the Wayne and Wayne game, they were all pretty tight.
Masters singles, round 1, last 64. These matches will be the best of 7, race to 4. Each match will begin with a lag for break. On table 7.
Yeah, didn't come out too great.
No, it didn't, but he's got up the top
Blackmore.
right. He was actually
7.
trying to kick the yellow onto his red and kick it out.
Table
So
12.
That was definitely the right shot.
Yeah.
Great
Shot
Lawrie.
to open them up.
Wayne Rollison.
He'll probably
table
just
12.
try and roll this over the hole now.
On table 16, Steve Patterson.
And I reckon
Nick
that
Borden.
was a good shot.
That's a
Table
good shot,
16.
yeah.
Please come to the stage.
He's
to
probably
collect
lucky
your
that it didn't
match
drop,
slip
actually.
and your device for
I
live
don't think
scoring.
he was playing a pot
Thank
it.
you.
No, definitely this red on adjacent to the middle right bag was that's his biggest concern there, obviously. Double here from Alec.
Yeah. And that's no good.
And that's not good at all.
And I think Brett will put this.
He'll try
He'll
and
be trying to disturb these balls on the side.
Oh, mate, yeah, most definitely. He's like that red up the top there now is not doing anything. So
I think it's ideal to come across the table, and I think the best ball to hit's probably Mrs. Prize, isn't he?
yeah, no, he's actually going for the outside, the red that he's going for, and he's going to try and get the he's going to try and.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
I just don't see
Oh.
I would have thought you would play the red up over the hole. It had no value anymore because Alex moved his yellow with the double last shot.
Well,
And I
actually-
think he had a perfect opportunity there to pot that red and come into the
Yeah.
cluster of.
But it's a good result for him because Alec hasn't got a direct pot here. This one over the yellow, this yellow that he's going for now does not go down the rail. He's going to try and kill Brett's red onto the bottom rail. And he hasn't been able to do it. Oh.
And
Well,
yeah, it's been a few sloppy shots this frame.
Brett's only problem child is that red on the right. And he's looking at taking...
That might be in the centre.
No, it's not going to go in the centre. I don't think it's going to go in the centre. I think it has to go up the top left, top right.
Yeah, it's hard to...
Because
Yeah, I think you don't.
because
you're right.
because where the black is now, that's actually stopped it from coming down in this bottom right. So
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. So he's playing this. Yeah, he's playing it up the top.
don't like it when they get in two minds like that. Oh, that's a bit cruel.
Yeah, he didn't want that to drop. Yeah, I think he's got to go for this red down the bottom now and leave a shot up the top.
Yeah, well, I was quite surprised that he actually didn't take that red that's on the right hand side up the top because he.
Or is it on in the centre? Looks like tight in the centre. Was it flew in the centre? Yeah, well in that case I can't see why he didn't take that ball into the centre earlier on.
But see, like at least if he had taken it pretty much from there where he is now, at least he had a shot up the table. Whereas this is a difficult bridge over here, and I'm not quite sure whether he can actually get a direct pot on this or not.
I think he can pot the ball. It's very difficult to get back on to get out of there onto the black.
Yeah, well, his biggest problem is this the yellow on the bottom rail, and maybe sit behind that and snooker himself, just like that. He would have been better off just running that in.
Yeah, he wasn't going to get out.
No.
Even if he wasn't hampered by the other ball, he still wasn't going to get the angle.
No. Well, Tony Kostov's just brought that match back to 2-2.
We got another game up, have we? Is this one going to be on the other table?
Yeah, Greg Lawrie and Wayne Rollison. Are they up? No, Greg's just having a bit of a hit. So
Yep, so that's coming up. We've got Greg Lawrie and Wayne.
he's
Rollison
tripled
next,
that.
and
Oh,
Yeah, that was a good effort. It's about all he had.
Yeah.
And
Alec.
yeah, I think Alec is
He's
too
gonna-
good of a player to not win from here. I think he's too good tactically to not win this frame.
Yeah, look, he's going to tie him up a bit, I'd say.
Yeah.
He's got that.
I think he's got a lot of balls on this right-hand side of the table. He'd probably play a snooker somewhere. Well, there's loads of places you could play a snooker here. The black being right in the centre of the table kind of makes it
a
difficult
little
to
bit
escape
different.
as well.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And it's in. Yeah, so
Good.
probably just play another snooker now. I think that was a shot to nothing.
Yeah, it's now. Look, now that he's made that ball, he's probably going to do himself a bit of a disservice of trying to snooker because he hasn't been playing. He hasn't been getting really good position.
Well, I think he's changed
I
tactics
reckon-
and he's going for the out now.
I reckon he's going to go for the out now. Well, that ball into the middle is probably a little bit too straight for him to get up to that one on the top rail. So he's probably gone maybe 3 or 4 inches too far. So he's now
this
got to.
one, put the one down the rail next. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Right, now he can run from here. He should actually get up the other end of the table now and plonk that one in that's up behind Bork.
This has been a good comeback.
Yeah,
3-0 to 3-all if he gets these. And
Yeah.
then Alec breaks the final one. And yeah.
Oh, he's relying on a second last yellow to get up the table. I
I
honestly
think Brett. I think Brett hasn't taken his opportunities in this match. He's had opportunities in every frame.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That third last yellow in the bottom right, I thought he would have actually just swung around and gone up the other end because he had these other two over the bag.
I still think he's going to get on this ball.
He's got a lot of work to do. This is very... That's in. Oh. Wow. No, I think he just wants to prolong this a little bit.
Oh, and we got a big black coming up.
Big black and down to the decider.
And he's going for the on the bottom or in the centre?
Yeah, bottom.
Yeah, I think it was a tricky shot, and to be honest,
I wasn't picking the bottom
and
for me to play. I was picking the bottom for him to play.
And I think, to be honest, I think the safety would have been a bigger percentage, or you get a bigger percentage of winning that fight.
Oh, in this, yeah.
He gets 2 shots and then
Yeah,
he couldn't lose.
yeah.
Where he's gone for an out, which all it took was one bad positional shot, one bad shot.
Yeah. But again, getting back to his third last yellow into that, or his fourth last yellow into this bottom right, he had plenty of latitude to swing around. He didn't have to get around anything. He could actually been back up on that yellow up the
Table
top
14,
cushion.
Andrew Silverman.
Even just run that in,
Charles
because he had the other
Borsey.
two over the bag
Table
down the bottom
14.
left, and the black sitting in the
Please
middle.
come to admin area to collect your white
Whereas
slip and
what he's
tablets.
put on that
Thank you.
last yellow, he's actually gone across the table twice on a big screw for it. And so he's put more of an element of danger and sort of to make a mistake in there. And I think that's what's really cost him. But definitely going into the middle, because the middle's a bigger bag. But he's tried to force it. He didn't need to. He's probably lost a little bit of control.
Yeah.
And that was on it. That was high. That was, it was all or nothing. And unfortunately for Alec, it was nothing.
When they come back.
Yeah, so anyway, we've got Brett going through, 4 frames to 2. I think Brett probably did play the better pool in that match. I think
Oh,
Alec
most
struggled
definitely.
a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, look, Alec might have been a little bit tired from his match this morning.
Yeah, well, I think that can work both ways.
Yeah,
when you
exactly.
have the
Yeah.
back-to-back matches, can work in your favour.
And look, he's
If you're
come
struggling in the first match, then it makes it difficult to continue.
and he's come from an outer table into these, and these are running a little bit differently as well.
Okay, which ones are the ones JR brought in? These
These are the new ones, yeah.
ones? Okay, so these ones stay at the club permanently, do they?
No, he brought them all up.
Okay.
He brings them all up.
Oh,
yeah.
right, yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are all the higher tables, but because of the last...
So what's the difference to these ones and them ones? then?
These are actually brand new.
Yeah.
These ones have been run a couple of times.
Ah,
So,
yeah. Okay.
So, yeah. Anyway, we'll have a little bit of a break until these guys come up.
Who are the next two games up, Dan?
Well, Greg, Lawrie and Wayne.
Yeah.
Rollison, but don't know.
Okay, well, we'll have a break and we'll be back. The next game up is Greg, Lawrie and Wayne Rollison. And, they're still getting confirmation on the next game.
So there we go. There's the view of the room. Anyway, we'll be back shortly. Oh no! Can you pan away? We can see us. Hey everybody! Hello. Where's the camera? There we go. Up there.
On table 2, Kelvin Lee, Wayne Elliott. Table 2. Please come to the admin area to collect your tablet and match slip. Thank you.
Rough when you lose that close. I've lost close,
I wasn't going to call it.
I thought I had it when you said I hit that way too
Down and left.
Remember, I stand up all day at work.
On table 11, Mark Bradley, Steve Lees. Table 11.
I'm running. Seconds.
Come on.
seconds. Seconds.
AEBF Masters singles match on table 1. Steve McCormick, Nigel Barker, table 1. Please come to the admin desk to collect your tablet and match slip. Thank you.
Seconds. Come on.
Get them out. Come on, pull fast.
Shot, guys. Come on, Mike.
Red's in play. Twenty seconds. Yellow's in play. Seconds. Seconds. Granted. Contact. Come on, Bob. Come on. You. Bob. 20 seconds. Yeah, Johnny. Go, you good thing. Contact.
AEBF Masters Singles. On table 6, Guy Hodgetts, Steve Papelia, table 6. Please come to the admin desk to collect your match slip and your live scoring device. Thank you.
But it's like you.
Red's in play.
Walk on my knees. I'll swap. I know. Every time I take a step, it feels like my left knee just goes like this. Yeah, that's not fun. That's not fun. I still take it for the next week. Of course.
Seconds. You think so? Okay. Total granted. Time running.
Make the impossible, Greg.
Well done, Cube. You wait. Next round.
AEBF Masters singles matches. On table 5, Tony Maskey, Brian Green, table 5.
20 seconds.
On table 3, Richard Bondietti, Michael Phillips, table 3.
Play.
Table 18, Chris Davison, Simon Ibbs, table 18. Please come to the admin area to collect your match slips and your live scoring device. Thank you.
What's the score? Oh, close to the score.
AEBF Masters singles match on table 8, Kieran McCrory, Ralph Banty, table 8. Please come to admin area to collect your match slip and your tablet. Thank you. On table 4, Craig Stubbs, Sid Scott. AEBF Masters Singles Match on table 16. Jim Rain, Jason Masterson. Table 16. Please come to admin area to collect your match slip and your tablet. That's Jim Rain and Jason Masterton. Thank you. On table 17, Dean Jeremiah, Jack Dem. Table 17, that's Dean Jeremiah and Jack Dem. Could Dean Jeremiah or Jack Dem please come to the stage to collect your match slip and your tablet? Thank you.
Two ones at the ball fella. You played yet? You're last.
Let's go, Lucky. Come on, mate. Just put a naked photo or something on there. There you go, it seems like half an hour. 20 seconds.
AEBF Masters Singles Match. On table 2, Steve Gray, Dennis Hines. Table 2. please come to the stage to collect your match slip and your scoring device. Thank you.
Probably walk into that one. Here, I tried the Irish. Playing? So I felt badly.
Lucky.
Go, Lucky.
Let's go, mate.
Go on, Lucky.
Come on.
This is an announcement for all the players who have arrived for the teams matches. We are currently running behind schedule. The match that was scheduled to start at 3 p.m. will now have tables handed over to the teams at 3:15 p.m. at the earliest for a match start at 3:30 p.m. The scheduled 3 p.m. matches will now be rescheduled to 3:30 p.m. Thank you.
Shot, mate. Come on, Lucky. Let's go, mate. Shot, mate. Mate, come on. Great shot, mate. I saw it there was one Can't like it. Let's go, mate.
Can I see your light? Fair enough. It's good answer.
Come on, Lucky.
Seconds.
Shot lucky.
Shot lucky.
Yes, lucky. Yes, lucky.
What do you call him, lucky?
Not really it's a stiff name.
Love your positional play.
As long as I'm on a double, I'm okay.
Yeah. Beautiful double. And fat on the black.
Nigel. Go ahead. So there's one fucking Tassie person came over there, 15 minutes rooms, like 1 minute. But anyway, that's all good. Why would they? Why would they? Doesn't matter, no one's interested. I was watching. I didn't think anyone cared. Yeah. I played all right, just gave away a couple of mistakes.
This is just a reminder that the tables for the 3:30 p.m. match will be handed over at 3:15 p.m. In the meantime, we ask that you observe that there is no practicing on the tables in the area where there are other matches in progress. The tables will be handed over at 3:15 p.m. if the tables are available. Thank you.